Hi, welcome to the Destin Business Forum, brought to you by the Destin Area Chamber of Commerce. Our first guest today is Tax Collector of Okaloosa County, Ben Anderson. Welcome.
Well, Amy, thank you so much for having me here, and we're proud to be members of the Destin Chamber of Commerce.
Well, thank you for that. You and I have a little bit in common because I used to work at the IRS many years ago, so I know how you feel sometimes if people make jokes or anything like that. But thank you for coming on. I wanted to first ask you, before becoming the tax collector for Okaloosa County, you had a business in Destin, right?
Oh, I did. In fact, I'd been a real estate broker, real estate appraiser for probably right at 38 years prior to receiving the appointment from Governor Scott. Last 16 of those were in Destin.
Okay.
So being a part of that community, I truly understand the growth that it's gone through since the mid-70s and the extraordinary growth since the 90s that it's done.
Sure, it's changed a lot, hasn't it?
It has, and all for the good.
I want to ask you some specific questions about the office, but first, you and I were discussing this a little bit before we started. Tell me, just Destin, what is the tax base in Destin?
You know, that's a kind of a misunderstood thing throughout the county. Everybody thinks of Destin as just the sleepy little village,
right,
and not very big. But it's very significant to know that Destin in itself contributes 32% of our tax base.
Wow.
$59.5 million are collected in tax in Destin and the unincorporated areas of Destin.
That's a lot, a third. I wouldn't think it was quite that much, but that's
Yes.
good to know.
Well, it's extraordinary, and their contribution to all areas of the county is very significant, and that's why it's important that we're proud to be a partner in the Chamber of Commerce in Destin.
Thank you very much. I know when I first started my job right out of law school with the IRS, I hadn't worked a lot in private business, and you just mentioned that you had. How is that background? How does that help you in what you do now?
Well, it's been significant and tremendous. As I mentioned, a lot of my background was in real estate appraisals.
Mm-hmm.
The tax collector's office deals a lot with the collection of money. We have $191 million a year that we will collect only in ad valorem.
Wow.
Together, between what we do in state services, it's about $260 million a year that we will collect, and then we disperse to the county governments, to the state governments.
Mm-hmm.
So that background has been helpful in preparing me to serve as a tax collector. But perhaps more significant, Amy, is the fact that truly a business background in government, it's something well appreciated, and it's served very well to the citizens to think as they think,
Mm-hmm.
to be able to understand the value of a dollar and saving a dollar every day through our operation. And we value the responsibility of the citizens' money. I got that from business.
Yes, and I can appreciate that, and I think that everybody can. Just, you know, not having somebody that has made that their career from when they got out of school. You know, you do have that appreciation for business and how hard it is, you know, to make money. I mean, it's not easy. I think back on my time, and you know, I just didn't have a true appreciation. I think I appreciated it some. I had student loans and all that, but
Right.
Making that money, paying your employees, paying your payroll tax, paying your tax over to the county, it's a lot, and it takes a lot. And I'm glad that we have somebody that has that business background.
I've been through all the ups and down cycles that we've been through the
Sure.
area, and know what it's like to make payroll. I understand where our citizens are and the businesses of the chamber of trying to make it from one year to the next and prepare and grow.
Yes.
And create a community as they've done.
Yes, that's helpful. Okay, let's talk some specifics about the tax collector's office. I know you've made it more user-friendly. How has it become more user-friendly?
Oh, we've gone to work on that. It's very interesting. With a lot of the social media, we brought that into play. Our website, we've completely redesigned it. It's very intuitive, makes it very easy for someone to come in. Red, you can get all the information. That's
Mm-hmm.
on the left side of the site as you look at it, and then on the right side, when you're ready to conduct business, click a button, takes you right there. But even better than that, we have created other things that make it more convenient. If you're on your lunch break and you're trying to run by the tax collector's
Sure.
office, you want to know the wait times, hit pound tax, And that will dial our office, and you can ask our agents, what's the wait time in Destin? What's
That's
the wait time in
truly-
Fort Walton? And we're making that easy.
That's a
So
good improvement. I like that. It makes paying your taxes almost fun.
It is fun to pay
Almost
the
fun.
taxes. We encourage everybody to come see us.
Okay, you talked about running by the offices in Destin. Tell me where all of your offices, where are you located?
We've got 6 offices around the county. Starting up in Crestview, we have an office in the old Bracken building. And then down in Niceville, we actually have 2 operations. One is our lobby office that you can come in for the residents of Niceville, but our online processing through the internet, the mail, the telephone, we conduct that service kind of in the back room there. Destin, we have an office, and then in Fort Walton at Uptown Station, we've got an office. But also, Amy, we have on the military bases, we've had for a number of years an office on Eglin, and now we're very excited we're opening an office for Hurlburt. And we think it's going to be a great benefit to the troops to serve them on site, and it will be at their convenience rather than having them to come downtown to do business.
You understand that, making it convenient. Explain that military and veteran tie-in.
Well, you know, again, being in private business for years and in the real estate industry, I truly understand and have worked with the tourism industry and the impact of real estate. But never without a doubt, having grown up here, understanding the full economic impact of the military. That's is our primary economic base. So being a partner with the military is significant. And we have on Eglin and now on Hurlburt the only 2 Air Force installations that have a tax collector service on base. Again, working with our military for their convenience and their dependents to try to make it easy.
Make it easy. Okay, I think we've covered a lot. I could probably ask you 10 more questions easy, but I'm going to ask you this question and tell me, you know, if you don't want to answer it. But I've been reading in the paper in this spout off, some people are saying that they think that you should collect the bed tax. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I do think we should collect the bed tax. We are the tax collector. It's a tax, and that's what we do. We have all of our offices, we're designed and set up for the collection of tax. Also, I think we can help make this an equitable tax. What appears is that there's many condominium owners that are willing to pay the tax, that have paid the tax, but there's many others that are not aware of it and their obligation to pay it.
Right.
The owners that we've spoken with, they don't mind paying that tax, seeing what those funds can do to supplement what our government can do.
Right.
They just want everybody to pay their fair share.
Sure. If
And
everybody pays, it's a
we'll
little
be able to
easier.
improve that aspect of it.
Okay, all right, great. Well, thank you for joining us. I hope you come back sometime. I've learned a lot, and I hope everybody watching has too. And thank you for being a member.
Thank
of
you
the
so much, and we're proud to be a member of the Destin Chamber.
Thank you. We'll be back.